89.7 KLES FM. My name is Richard Harris. And in our final segment today, I told you I was going to rip on the NBA, and I mean it because I'm going to. I'm so mad with the NBA, folks. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a baby, but I'm a big baby when it comes to the NBA. I just don't understand what the NBA is doing. And now they're about to experience a lockout just like the NFL is. And the difference between the NFL and the NBA is that fans care about the NFL. NFL fans want to see football, and they'll watch any kind of football. They'll watch the Canadian Football League, they'll watch arena football, they'll watch anything that's football because that's what they love. Fans are not clamoring for the NBA, folks. And the NBA right now is already starting with this crazy story that's out right now about how the owners are basically going to be trying to ask the players for a decrease in salary or a decrease in money going to them in this economy, in this world where they're watching their football brethren about to get broken off possible $1.5 billion more to their salaries, and the NBA is about to ask the NBA players to take less money. It's an absolute joke. And the argument back that the owners will have towards the players, well, not every arena is full, and the product is horrible. And you can't argue back with that if you're a true NBA fan, because you will say, yes, the product is horrible. I mean, we just had one of the best finals that this sport could have ever imagined. And basically, they are about to go on strike because the owners just don't want to pay no more. I mean, first thing, they made the players start wearing suits to games and dress like it's a business trip. It's basketball, because they didn't like the hip hop culture's influence on basketball, so they started making the players wear more appropriate clothing to represent their product. Then the NBA went on strike a few years ago, and it was over. The big issue was the players didn't want to give up marijuana. Yeah, the players held out in the last lockout because of marijuana was one of the sticking points. And now the owners don't want to give the players more money because the seats are unfilled every night. Arenas are, um, some of them are basically morgues. And then some of these owners have this mentality because they're like, we don't care. Some of these owners own other teams and other sports, so they have other things to sort of occupy their times. Charles Barkley was even quoted today on saying that he doesn't expect a season to start at all next year. Rick Bucher from the ESPN said he wouldn't be surprised if there was only 40 to 50 games played next season because of this. It is an absolute travesty. And the players have absolutely zero leverage. The NBA is worried that super teams are going to be formed where all the all-star players are going to go play for the same team. That should be fine. They should contract this league anyway. There's too many teams. There's too many teams that aren't good, and too many owners who aren't doing anything to make their teams good. And it's sad, but that's the truth. I mean, I know we don't want to try to create a world where it's all about the big market teams, it's all about the New York teams, it's all about the Los Angeles teams and stuff like that. But when you don't have a product where no one's watching the product, what else can you do? The NFL is in cities that defy logic. I mean, I'm not saying that cities like Charlotte or Nashville aren't, sports powers, but their fan base shows up. Now, Jacksonville might not show up, but when Jacksonville was putting out a good product, they showed up. So all you basketball fans out there, you're going to find out how ugly this is going to be when there's no basketball for you next year. Because that's exactly what we're heading towards. And so, on this Friday afternoon in Hollywood, California, I hope you guys are all enjoying your day. And we will see you next time on 89.7